Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Thursday, July 13, 2023, 3:15 p.m. Eastern. Well, a lot of people may wonder, how can a person be in tune with all their feelings that arise throughout the day, while still remaining focused on the joy, gratitude, and excitement of manifesting their dream? The discovery here is to allow yourself to feel each feeling you have in the moment so fully, deeply, and completely that you can truly digest it and let it go. See, we cover the surface a lot of the times because we're so distracted through the ego mind. And there's so many things. You got the mind chatter. You got all these thoughts coming in that aren't yours. So the more intimate you can become with your emotional body, the easier it is to process through any challenging experience that bubbles up. If you cannot let go of a certain feeling, you'll notice that it tends to attract similar situations and people. The key is in the art of allowing and knowing that everything is transient in this life. This feeling also shall soon pass. So why not explore it fully? The main reasons why emotions have become such a challenge for people in this time, and this now, and this day, this age, is that they were trained not to deal with them. They were trained not to deal with them. As a member of this so-called modern society, we are mostly likely conditioned to remain up in the control tower of the head and suppress our feelings below. Now, we may feel uncomfortable with a public display of emotion and think that you should always remain poised and in control. From the time you were young, you may have internalized messages from your parents, such as stop crying or stop being angry, and over time you may have learned to automatically stifle your feelings and become like a robot that does the right thing and is impervious to any wild feeling that comes your way. As a child, we were like a great genie who could manifest any experience that we wanted. With the awesome power of imagination, we were totally free to invent whatever experience we desired. And if and when you decided to imagine having a tea party with the King and Queen of England, you were truly there in your mind and perhaps had personal conversations with them. Your imagination was your entire world for many years. Then, as we grew larger, tested our boundaries, our behavior may not have been agreeable with society's standards. So we were shoved into an emotional bottle after years of being contained by parents, limiting beliefs, and tight social standards. Our true magical powers were bound under double-plated glass. This way we would be accepted by the crowd, become like the rest of the flock, and never engage in the experience of being wild, free, and complete and the complete master of your world. The secret to freeing ourselves from any childhood prison that we might still be trapped in today is in befriending our emotions. This means we are giving ourselves total permission to feel anything and everything that shows up, especially from our childhood. The greatest paradox about this is that if you can allow yourself to feel an outrageous sense of failure, then you can also access the feelings of unstoppable success. Once you feel one side of the spectrum and relax into it, the emotional pendulum will naturally swing to the other end on its own accord. It may feel scary to let yourself feel things that are dark, depressing, angry, or sad inside you. Yet when you're free to experience these heavier emotions, you also liberate yourself to engage in the lighter feelings, such as total joy, outrageous bliss, and absolute freedom. The greatest truth of all is that we cannot completely control our feelings, nor we really wouldn't want to. If we try to keep certain emotions buried underground, they will eventually find their way out to be expressed. That's why people who repress years of guilt, self-blame, and anger end up contracting diseases like cancer. The body has to release these energies in some way if they are not going to be expressed emotionally. Make the commitment now to letting yourself be an emotional human being. Give your body permission to feel whatever it's feeling, and you'll soon discover there's a whole new world that exists inside you. We got to get things flowing with ourselves by first writing down in your own words your commitment to being a more emotional human being. Take those words, paste them everywhere. Paste the words on your bathroom mirror so that you can see them and be proud of them. If you're embarrassed to have them up, this simply becomes your opportunity to honor this feeling, dive deeper into it and through it. This emotional affirmation will help you fully accept yourself as you are and embrace every feeling that you have. The second aspect is to do whatever you can to make yourself start feeling your feelings more. See, a lot of us are afraid of that. We will suppress them for a lifetime. We're afraid of them. We don't face them. We don't embrace them. But whatever you can to make yourself start feeling your feelings more. Listen to music that moves you. Watch a romantic, tear-jerking movie. Or just talk to a friend about where you're truly at in your love life. The goal here is to open up and feel all of this life. Feel your feeling as much and as often as possible, and continually open up to whatever feeling is there in every situation without judging yourself in the process. If perhaps you feel that you are already too emotional and that your emotions run your life, then great. You've opened the emotional floodgates and have graduated past the first level. Your intent now is to feel the deeper peaceful feelings buried beneath your typical overly dramatic emotional feelings. You will only find these by feeling your feelings all the way down to the very core of your being. The feeling of peace is always here. When you have discovered how to access this feeling within whatever situation that arises, then you will have truly mastered your emotions and your life. Now, this includes being in a personal relationship with you or anybody else. Take your personal relationships to a more intimate, heart-connecting level by healing any wounds that you may be carrying from your past. Have you ever noticed that throughout this life, some of us, or if not all of us, we will engage in a relationship. Now we have a certain image of the exact person that we want. Face, everything, right? And say it doesn't work out. Now, excuse me, you meet somebody else, and then the ego mind kicks in. You start making comparisons of the last relationship. Now, they remind me just like this and this, and you start comparing. And then eventually that relationship, in most cases, usually ends as well. You could be with someone for 20 years and have an image of them. Whenever they're around, interact with it, that you have this image. And to you, that's how they appear. And then in some cases, one day, they do something or reveal something that breaks that imaging. And the real them appears before you. This is when you will say, you're not the same person I married. You're totally different. Or, you don't seem like the person I met. This all, it cracks and it falls down. And then they're revealed. The real them are revealed to you. So if you spend at least 15 minutes every morning focusing your attention on your heart, notice if your heart is guarded in any way. That's all you got to do. Focus every morning, focusing your attention on your heart for about 15 minutes. Notice if your heart is guarded in any way, shape, or form. Most likely, there has been someone from your past who treated you poorly and you had to shield yourself from. This person may appear to you or not. The goal is to let go of protecting yourself from emotionally being hurt again. Now, I know that's tough for people. You know, you might have been steamrolled by somebody. Everybody's different. But it could go anywhere. It could be back in grade school. It could be in high school. It could be in college. It could be daily life. It doesn't matter. So notice if your heart is guarded in any way, shape, or form. Now, this person may appear to you or not. The goal is to let go of protecting yourself from emotionally being hurt again. If you could find someone who has hurt you, imagine this person in front of you. Speak to them directly, communicating out loud whatever hurt feelings you are still holding on to inside. Now, just like a bottle, after you are 100% emptied out, listen to their response. Find some way to forgive this person, send them love, and ask for their forgiveness. You know, that sounds crazy. Deeply, eternally love this person and bring your focus to the armor that was around your heart. And tell your shields, thank you for protecting me. I no longer need you. Goodbye. Gently remove your shielding by imaging that you are throwing them into the universal recycle bin. Watch them be destroyed and notice how you feel being free from this heavy armor. This may be scary for many, Might be scary for you at first. For it is if you are a newborn naked baby in a wild, thorny world. See? For it is if you are a newborn naked baby in a wild, thorny world. Be very gentle with yourself, as you will need to practice being lighter and more emotionally available. Take your time to establish a sense of being comfortable with your vulnerable, open heart. And bring this quality into your current day relationships. Every day that you do this amazing exercise, you'll be able to dive deeper into the core of your heart and feel the lightness of your being. This may be the greatest motivating factor to doing the exercise in the first place. The sensation of connecting with your innermost being is awesome, and the divine radiance within you will shine brightly into every experience you have. This radiance also contains the power to manifest anything that you desire. The more layers of protection you can remove, the more depth, sensitivity, and beauty of life you'll experience in the most ordinary circumstances. It's good to know that you don't need to protect that which is real and eternal. The soul that you are is real, and the ego is simply its unreal shadow. If you believe you need to protect yourself from others to feel safe in this world, you are merely attracting situations where you'll feel the need to use this false protection. Once you have truly removed the armor around your heart, you'll see there never was anything to protect. Those shields were only limiting you from feeling all the relationships where you'll truly evolve as a spiritual being and can start manifesting the life your heart has only dreamed of. You know, we talk a lot about people, they don't think about it. People don't think about it on this planet. And it can never be said enough on rushing. Rushing, rushing, rushing. You ever notice that? You ever kind of, not in judgment, but you go to different places to watch people and the hurry, the energy, the frequency of that. Have you ever picked that up? You ever, like, say you wake up in the morning and you do your regular routine, and then something comes into your mind. You say, oh, I forgot I have to be, right? You didn't figure on having to be somewhere, you've forgotten about it, right? And it's nothing significant, usually trivial. And then the rush comes in, rushing. All of a sudden you pick up speed. It's not fun, is it? It's not fun. When any of us have rushed with anything, you know, someone says, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, come on, we got to go, come on, we got to go, come on, we got to go. And you're rushing and hurrying and stuff. You're wondering if you remember everything. You figure this out, what happens with the body. Blood pressure goes up, pulse, everything goes into a 5-alarm fire. You don't realize it. That's why someone will say, hold on a second, I got to catch my breath because I was hurrying so much. I've got to calm down here. Just hold on. But we do it. Why do we do that? Why? It's our ego mind pushing us. It sure as heck isn't our God within us. So we could get caught in that. We could get caught in that and not even know we're doing it. You know, I got to get here before this time, or I got to do this, or I got to do that. And it is a constant rush job on us. It really is. But we don't know it. It's not like we know these things. We're ignorant to them. but it affects us. Not only does it affect the body, it affects the soul. And it's every time you rush, you're damaging the soul. Okay? That doesn't mean it can't be fixed, but it damages the soul. Or have you ever been in a traffic jam and you have an appointment or you got to get somewhere? How do you feel? What do? You keep looking at your watch. You keep worrying, stressing. All these thoughts are flying everywhere. Okay? And then you say to yourself that you don't want to be late. You end up being late. Okay? Instead of saying, I believe everything will work out just fine. But see, we don't do that, do we? Most of us don't. We gravitate towards the ego mind's force and power of control over us. And you're already thinking ahead. In your mind, you're already thinking how you're going to excuse yourself if you're brought under the carpet if you're late. What are you going to say? Right? And what are you doing? You're projecting that. You're literally telling the universe to give you more of it. Now, you don't know any of this. So that's why, enlightened beings, such as Buddha will say, be mindful of your thoughts. But rushing, now, have you ever done this? How do you feel when you're rushing and when you're at peace? When you're just going with the flow. You're not concerned about timelines or dates or appointment, anything. You just go with the flow. And nothing is going to upset, disturb, make you distraught unless you implement it and instigate it. How many of us actually enjoy this life? How many of us are literally zooming through it and not paying any attention to the little things and just burning through life, not seeing the beauty, not seeing the joy, not experiencing it much at all? We do, but not much at all. So we end up not enjoying our lives so much. And we fight the life. And you talk with any soul, right? And they will tell you that they are blown away, that they literally went through their life 60, 75, 80, 90 years fighting it, which meant it didn't allow them to enjoy it. Even when they were enjoying it, they were fighting it. Even when they were relaxing, the ego mind would come in and say, you can't do this forever. You got to get back to work. You know that you're going to have to do that. Right in the middle, just in the beginning of a relaxing R&R or something, it comes in and just boom. And then and then someone will say, you know what, Sam? This is all going to end. We're going to have to go back to work. And then Sam will say, yeah, I know it. This is what happens. We negate our opportunity to relax. And relaxing just means letting go. Letting go of the body, letting go of life, letting go of everything. And sinking in, your body sinks in deeper and deeper into relaxation. How many people do you believe right now, in this very now moment, are experiencing that? Rush, 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 rush. It's not a good feeling. Because usually it's because of the ego mind. You want to make sure that everybody is happy with you, accepting of you. You sure as heck don't care to have them angry with you, disappointed in you. This goes back to the ego mind and worrying about what other people think and say about you. It's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. We can lose our center. How many times have you lost your center, your balance? It's easily done. We can get caught up in the outer world, thinking about the next important thing to us we need to accomplish, and forget the joy of slowing down and savoring our lives. Every time we rush through an experience, we miss out on bathing in the source of true happiness. Wow, what a trade there, huh? Rushing causes us to fail to notice this divine moment, distracting you from being in awe of this awesome, magical, intelligent life force that is pouring through you in the very now. Have you ever truly slowed down in this life? When you do, people say, well, how can you tell? You can feel its wonderful, powerful presence. The divine is present here now within every thought, feeling, and activity that moves through us. With slowing down our lives, driving in stop and go traffic for 4 hours suddenly becomes a gateway to the divine. Have you ever experienced that? With every thought, feeling, and activity that moves through you, with slowing your life down, is like in driving in stop-and-go traffic for 4 hours suddenly becomes a gateway to the divine. Life is simply a blur. When you race through your day, like you are signed up for the Winter Olympics, that day becomes one forgettable scene after another, with little or no connection to the calm, peaceful ocean of bliss found deeper within your being. When you stop and choose to live your life at the speed of nature, how fast your hair grows, right? You feel that you actually have the time to perceive the beauty of each sunset and can see the divinity reflecting within you. Anytime you replace the start speed, the start speed skating again across the surface of your life, remember one thing. The underlying peace, joy, and total fulfillment abides at the core of your being. You already are this peaceful, bliss-filled being that you're seeking. By rushing along at breakneck speeds to get somewhere better, you fly right on by the sacred, loving treasure deeper within. Obviously, when you slow down, that means your thinking slows down. Right? You naturally become more conscious. And as you become more conscious, you will naturally slow down. The more conscious you are, the easier it is to master your mind, and the outcomes it manifests into your world. You are the creative genius behind every moment of your life along the way. So why not create exactly what makes your heart sing? Be present to this moment, enough to see that your life is always unfolding with the most divine intelligence behind it. From this perspective, you realize that everything happens in your life for a bigger reason. Nothing occurs by luck or misfortune. It's because on some deeper level, a more intelligent aspect of yourself intended it to. There's an old wisdom that says, rushing is an act of violence against your soul. If you are already entangled deep in the rushing habit, you also have developed a poverty-stricken relationship with time. If you are already entangled deep in the rushing habit, you also have developed a poverty-stricken relationship with time. When time is not abundant, suffering instantly begins. If you are always in a rush mode or live with a tight grip around the clock, you'll always feel you're running late. Imagine that, always feeling that you're running late. Constantly falling behind an overpacked schedule while showing up in a neurotic state under delivering your divine essence to everyone. It's good to know that these are the secrets to creating suffering. Living at top speed. How could anyone connect with the all-expansive cosmic truth of their innermost being? They can't. Without time for inner relaxation in your day, there's no way this true pleasure can sneak in. The secret to stop violating your soul now is creating a new relationship with time, one where you have an abundance of it and you are its master. Have you ever noticed that inadvertently, unknowingly, we all have this ability to slow time around us? Have you ever noticed, and I'll give you this for example, you have some days where, and as long as you believe, where the time is, it's just speeding by. Or at other times, it seems like it's at ease. And those are few, far between. But it seems like it's at ease. You know why? Because you're not focused on it. That's why it's at ease. That's why you become more easily at ease. Rushing narrows all the pathways in your brain, blinds you from seeing the infinite possibilities all around you. The simple, loving power within your very soul gets easily bypassed in the multitude of things to do in a fast-paced lifestyle. Your innermost being is so loving and precious. Do not miss it. You only have this moment to experience it now. And now, that moment, and now that moment is not gone. If it is here now, ready for you to again. Life always happens one moment at a time. And no moment is ever repeated. When this moment, this experience is deeply savored, you can always find this awesome, precious gem, even in life's most unwanted moments. Many people rush through life experiences or postpone them. And when they have too much on their plate and feel that they have to do it all. They have to do it all. If you feel you're obligated to anything, you aren't planning on enjoying it. You feel you're obligated to anything, you are not planning on enjoying it. When you approach your have-tos in this life as get-tos, everything changes. When you approach your have-tos in this life as get-tos, everything changes. Then you can meet and greet your day with an open-minded, positive consciousness. Then you are truly able to enjoy and experience any experience that floats your way, no matter what it is. Life is always giving you gifts you can enjoy. Each moment has one. If you are too rushed or uncaring to receive it, then you miss life completely. And many of us have done that. Perhaps you're curious what the rushing lifestyle is really like. The rushing lifestyle is like watching some old Super Soccer Mom movie on a fuzzy black and white TV in your neighbor's smelly garage, while the slower, conscious, meditative approach is like watching a healing, enlightening movie in your cozy home theater in rich, high-definition color. Sure, both movies are powerful, valid, diverse experiences in life. Yet when you stop rushing, you have the presence to engage in all of life. Your extrasensory perceptions increase, which allows you to feel a new electric quality of truly being colorfully, spontaneously alive. If your life one day takes a wild turn and forces you to slow down, bow down, and thank this universe. You are destined to become more open-minded, receptive to others, willing to be helped, and being helped, and loved by others. How many people say, no, I don't need your help. No, I'll take care of it. No, don't do that. I'll do it. Don't judge how it happens. Whenever one's normal, fast-paced lifestyle instantly comes to a screeching halt, people either resist it and suffer more, or wake up and enjoy it. When we are moving slower, we have to become more conscious of our response to others and the kind of energy we're giving. It is the greatest, deeply eternal loving, period. Although our ego is big, its big, busy agenda may not agree. Your soul will be singing hallelujah when you can say yes to this new way of operating. Your life suddenly becomes this magical, multidimensional joyride where you are spontaneously opening yourself to receiving its deep, eternal love more and more. Remember, you don't have to wait for life to slow you down to start reaping the rewards of a relaxed-paced lifestyle. The day you have physically slowed down in all your actions, words spoken and breathing, you'll actually find time to stop and smell the most sacred, succulent relationships and the fragrances they bring into your life by consciously reducing the actual speed at which you are moving your body. You start awakening this power within. You become more available to feeling your feelings inside and can open the valve to truly being lovable. As you relax deeper into the pace, you'll feel more connected with people as you talk with them. You'll feel more connected to people as you talk with them. And then you find nobody is talking over anyone else's word. Your relationships simply flow like the sacred Ganges River when you are relaxed and in tune with your every breath and heartbeat. And at this conscious pace, you attract more intimate personal encounters, which bring a richer emotional experience into your heart. And the greatest benefit, perhaps, is that people are enlightening to be around no matter what their actions. With a slowed down lifestyle, you cannot ignore why you are here. Your purpose in this life becomes self-evident and shows up everywhere you go. You see, our mission is to enjoy the journey, to accept what happened yesterday, to say yes to today, and fully welcome every new divine moment exactly as it manifests. So start with recognizing that the divine is within you right now. This recognition is the essential key to removing all illusions and mastering your life. It is an inner bowing down to life and thanking it for what it has given you. The divine recognition is the highest level of gratitude, which aligns you with your purpose on this ultimate journey to discovering unlimited resources of love, power, creativity, and consciousness within you. If life happens to slow you down, deeply love it for you instantly. Have to learn how to become the master of your life again. When you are consciously choosing to slow down every day, you are experiencing much more than moving, breathing, and speaking slower. You are allowing life and all the body's divine pleasure senses to fully consume you. Your body naturally awakens all of its receptors to welcome the intoxicating, diverse richness of each new moment. In this new, fresh, alive space, you will automatically begin to savor each moment as if you were eating the most exquisite chocolate cake on the planet. By fully experiencing the pure richness of each moment, you are doing exactly what your life was created in the first place to accomplish, to enjoy it. Anytime you choose to enjoy the experiences that you are going to do each day, your mind opens to hearing a deeper wisdom from the eternal knowingness that is found deeper inside your heart. By slowing down, living fully in the now, you're able to rekindle your natural ability to hear your lighter, higher, intuitive wisdom inside. By embracing this slower dance with your life, you create spaciousness inside. Inside you, where you can hear guidance on how to find the path towards greater abundance in love, friendships, and financial prosperity. You start hearing and seeing the bigger picture of your life and have a deeper understanding how your inner guidance is helping you manifest everything that you want. A relaxed paced lifestyle is the secret to tasting the raw, succulent nature of our divine existence. In this awesome state of being, we can feel the simple joy of being alive so intimately as if it were coursing through every atom in this universe. So every chance you get to slow down, take it. Just stop your mind right now and tune into your senses. Feel them. Allow them to pleasure you. Listen to the signals they're sending you and welcome them. There is supreme peace available when you welcome what is. For this leads you to deeper inside to the divine core of who you are. Give yourself permission to dive into this experience as often as possible. Create the habit to allow yourself to relax and welcome your senses. This is a great secret to getting your life to naturally slow down again. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still. This life is a game, and you are already dressed up as one of the ultimate players in it. If you start believing in this masquerade, thinking you're just a separate somebody who's lacking love, money, and connection, then your game of life becomes overly serious, and you stop having fun with it all. Realize that you are making up the rules as you go, and make a new rule that you can choose to laugh at your problems, frolic in the sunshine, get to know that divine God source that lives inside you. You can stop all this crazy mind chatter instantly and know yourself as pure, unbounded consciousness. You are a brilliant ball of unlimited creative energy who can invent any approach you want to this game. Choose one that is filled with fun, lightness, and laughter, and you'll love the results 10 years down the road. Today's your day to discover how to really play again. Best of all, you have a large variety of very interesting players out in this world who are eager to join in the fun with you. We are all excited to see what your next move is, and you cannot make a mistake in this magical infinite playground. To step outside your normal boundaries, make today an amazing day that you'll always remember. Once you decide to pierce through all your mind's illusions of what is right and wrong, you will start playing your best and enjoy this outrageous spiritual adventure to the max. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night and the following morning. We will return here Friday, July 14, 2023, 3:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our Global Guided Meditation call, and 9 p.m. Eastern to continue our Reverse Aging health call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's going on around you.